Hi, I'm Luke Smolik with Benno Renovations. Let's talk quality. Today I'm going to talk to you about what you as a homeowner can notice in the quality of your trim work. First thing I'll touch on is the margins, and that's an important thing, and I've mentioned this before, that margins are very critical in a lot of things in construction, and that definitely has to do with trim. The margin on this door, you'll notice that it's perfectly centered between the walls. These two walls, door perfectly centered. We have the same exact margin going up and down, running perfectly parallel on both sides. It's extremely important in trim. It's easy to notice. Just stand back and take a look at it. It's very simple. Margins, margins, margins. If you notice the margins around this base, it's all perfect. It's perfectly parallel. It's not twisted. Same thing at the top. That's quality trim work. Let's step inside the bathroom and take a look at some other quality issues you can notice. This beadboard here was ran without an inside corner. That was more for a design purpose because it looks better with no inside corner when it's finished off nice and neat. And you'll notice that the bead is perfectly plumb. It's the same margin up and down. So it's sitting perfect in that corner of that wall. That shows good detail and good quality work. You can step out and take a look at the head features. Make sure all your head features line up. They're all the same exact level across the top. That's the way it should be if it's quality construction. The last thing I'll show you in this area is simple things. Just step back again. It's not anything that's demanding for you to notice. It's simple things. Notice that your corners are square. This, again, is not twisted. And you can use different, I'll use my handy dandy iPhone here, and you can see that basically when I talk about a square corner, I'm talking about 90 degrees. So it's perfect. It's in there, it's exactly 90 degrees, and that's the way it should finish, especially on these real small areas, because if it's twisted even a little bit, you can really notice it. One last thing that I'll show you on this lower level is some crown molding. In this room of crown molding, we only had to put one joint on one long run, and that's right here. Now I don't expect you to notice it because it was done with quality work, and that's the way it's supposed to be, where you can't notice it. We'll take a look at some items upstairs. Now that you've been introduced to my dog Abby, I understand that you can see quality, but do you understand quality? In other words, has there been times when you stepped into a room and you can feel that it's different? You stepped into rooms that are similar to that, they've been trimmed the same way, but for some reason it just feels like it was done nicer. That's because it was probably done with better quality, and I'm trying to get it to where I can help you understand what you're seeing a little better. Is my goal in these videos. So, to continue, I would like to show you some balusters on a stair rail. You can see no fasteners. There are no brads, no nails. It almost looks like it was glued in place, but it wasn't. There's screws sticking below that hold it secure, and there's screws from the top. Every fastener is put in an inconspicuous way so that you don't see them, and that's what gives it that nice clean finish. Again, if we take a look at a door, simple door, the same as I expressed downstairs, it's perfectly centered. You have the same exact width of trim going perfectly parallel on both sides of the wall. That's quality. I'm going to show you one more thing inside this bathroom. Similar issues, same thing. A nice, clean finish is what you're looking for. This trim was actually cut a little bit narrower in thickness so that it was set back, so we could actually put a nice clean caulk bead around it, because when you finish trim and it comes out flush, there's no way to hide that crack, and you can't caulk it, so you'll have a little black line there that you don't want to see. And there are no nails. Again, if it's done correctly, the brads, the fasteners will be in there in inconspicuous areas where you won't see that. So everything is a nice, smooth, clean finish. And that has to do with good quality trim work. I'm Lucas Moulding with Benall Renovations. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you understand about how to see quality in your trim work.